Hbar technical analysis, important legislation adoption and outlook for July 2026. And what's next? We'll answer those questions and cover the latest Hbar news in today's video. Welcome back to the Crypto Intel channel. If you enjoy staying up to date with everything around Hbar, please give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll never miss updates, price predictions, and market analysis. So let's dive in. It feels like the market is about to make the same mistake all over again. Most investors still believe the real Hbar rally hasn't even started. Others think they've already missed the move after the gains we've seen over the past few weeks. But crypto history tells a completely different story. The biggest bull markets rarely begin with one massive green candle. They build step by step. First, the fundamentals improve. Then, the technical indicators start turning bullish. Institutional money begins paying attention. And only after that does the retail crowd finally jump in. That's exactly where Hbar seems to be right now. So the real question isn't whether Hbar can keep climbing. The real question is, how big could this cycle actually become? As of July 7th, 2026, several powerful catalysts continue supporting Hbar's momentum. The first is the market's growing shift back toward infrastructure-focused blockchain projects. After months of chasing high-risk speculative plays, investors are gradually returning to projects that offer real long-term value. That's where Hedera continues standing out. Its enterprise-first design, high-speed network, predictable low fees, and unique governance model make it one of the strongest infrastructure platforms in the industry. The second catalyst is the continued expansion of the ecosystem. Development around HashSphere continues moving forward, giving enterprises the ability to operate private networks while maintaining interoperability with Hedera's public network. At the same time, growth continues across real-world asset tokenization, digital identity, enterprise payment solutions, and AI-related infrastructure. Each of these developments strengthens the long-term value proposition. None of them guarantee an immediate price explosion, but together, they create a much stronger foundation for future growth. Another major bullish factor is the increasing institutional focus on real-world asset tokenization. As more financial institutions explore bringing traditional assets onto blockchain infrastructure, enterprise-focused networks like Hedera continue attracting serious attention. That doesn't automatically send prices higher overnight, but it reinforces why many long-term investors continue accumulating Hbar. Now let's talk about the technical picture. Over the past several weeks, the chart has continued improving. After an extended accumulation phase, Hbar has started forming higher lows. That's one of the classic early signals of strengthening buyer control. Every pullback has been met with fresh demand. Instead of panic selling, buyers continue stepping in. That's exactly the kind of behavior often seen during the early stages of sustainable bull markets. RSI remains comfortably inside neutral territory. The market is still nowhere near extreme overbought levels. That leaves plenty of room for another leg higher if buying momentum continues increasing. MACD also continues strengthening. The bearish momentum that dominated the previous months has almost completely faded. The indicator is gradually shifting in favor of the bulls. While no technical indicator can guarantee future price action, the overall technical structure looks considerably healthier than it did earlier this year. Now let's answer the question everyone wants to hear. The price prediction. If Hbar can successfully reclaim and hold above the 0.13 to 0.14 range, that would provide another major technical confirmation that a new bullish trend is gaining strength. Under that scenario, the next upside target would likely be around the $0.16 to $0.18 zone. If Bitcoin continues holding its bullish structure and the broader altcoin market gains additional momentum, the next major target could extend toward the 0.20 to 0.25 range. And if the second half of 2026 brings stronger institutional adoption, continued enterprise expansion, accelerating real-world asset tokenization, and improving macro conditions for digital assets, significantly higher price levels could eventually come into play during the next phase of the market cycle. Of course, none of these outcomes are guaranteed. Every bullish scenario still depends on Bitcoin's direction, global liquidity, macroeconomic conditions, and overall investor sentiment. So why are more analysts talking about Hbar right now? Because the market is slowly shifting back toward fundamentals. Today, flashy headlines alone aren't enough. Investors are paying attention to real enterprise integrations, growing developer activity, expanding infrastructure, increasing network usage, and real business adoption. Across nearly every one of those categories, Hedera continues making steady progress. There's also an important psychological factor. During long accumulation phases, most investors simply lose interest. That's usually when patient, long-term investors quietly build their positions. Then, when the real breakout finally begins, everyone suddenly acts like it came out of nowhere. In reality, the foundation had been forming for months. To wrap everything up, as of July 7th, 2026, Hbar's rally looks increasingly supported by a combination of strong fundamentals, expanding enterprise adoption, ecosystem growth, rising institutional interest, and a steadily improving technical structure. If those trends continue moving in the same direction, today's rally could eventually be remembered as only the opening chapter of a much larger move. And a few months from now, most people probably won't be asking why Hbar went up. They'll be asking themselves a much tougher question. How did I miss one of the clearest opportunities while it was unfolding right in front of me? Your plans, hopes, and expectations are for it. The best and most engaging comment will be featured in the next video. Just a reminder, friends, informational and news videos are posted on the channel every day, so you won't get bored here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're always up to date on all the latest news. And if you liked this video, please support me with a like. Your like is my motivation. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time.